All right. Hi, everybody. Harry Newhan here with the Distributors Academy. Thanks for joining me tonight. For the new folks, welcome to our group here. It's a private group, and we deliver training content for the network marketing and direct sales industry. So I want to continue on with the theme of the 10 C's, words that start with a C, that you need to build a successful business and a successful distributorship. And last week we talked about two of them, character and credibility. I believe those are the first of all, the foundation, the first start to building. And you can watch that video right here in the group. It's one or two posts down below this one here when this one gets posted, recording gets posted. So take a listen to that. And when you put all 10 of them together, you realize if you have each of those, you can build as big a business as you want, as big as distributorship as you want. And today we're going to talk about the next two. The next two are connection and compassion. Connection and compassion. When you connect, and I'm not talking about just connecting with people on social media and just I did 10 connections today or I did 100 connections today. No, I'm talking about relationships. Relationships builds your business. Are you in it to build relationships or are you in it just for the money? So when you make a connection and you actually communicate with people and dialogue with three types of people, your prospects, your customers, and your distributors, are you developing up a connection? And do you have compassion for their situation? Chances are they may be in a situation that you were in, or they're in a situation that you want to be in, one or the other, but having compassion, what's going on in their life, having understanding and empathy for what's happening. Why are they looking at your opportunity? Why do they need your opportunity? Try to enter the conversation that's already going on in their head. They need to make some extra money. Cost of living is creeping up. Inflation is creeping up. It's the highest inflation we've had in over 40 years, 4 decades. Many people, some of them that are watching this video weren't even in the workforce, weren't even born yet, let alone being in the workforce. So they don't understand that kind of inflation that we had in the 70s and 80s when it was 18, 19, 21%. Mortgages, we were excited to get a mortgage at 18%. Now, it's creeping up and people are going crazy and it's nothing like it was back then. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, but have understanding, have compassion for people that are going through this for the first time. When you're talking and prospecting and you have your clients, your distributors, you want to know why they aren't doing more, why they aren't seeing it the way you see it. Have understanding, develop up a connection. What do they need? What are their needs? How can your product or service answer the problem that's already going on in their head? Can help with the conversation that's going on. So when you talk to your clients, when you build your character, when you build your credibility, now you have compassion and connection. So when you're out there, so many times a day, and you're probably the same way, so many times a day we get spammed with people. They don't even want to make a connection. They want to hit you right away with their opportunity or their product or service. Today I got, I think 2 or 3 of them today, and financial services, lead generation, prospecting systems, all kinds of systems that they're looking for business just like we're looking for business. And I get it. They may have a great product, but I want to develop, if I'm going to work with somebody, if I'm going to give them my money, if I want to trust their credibility, they have that trust and rapport, I want to make sure that we've got some kind of a connection so that they can answer my questions, so that they can work me through any potential problems that I have, so I can have trust that they will work through any potential problems that I might have. What's the cancellation policy? What kind of results have they had with their clients before? These are things that actually build a connection, because here's the thing is, how do you put a price on a lifetime client, especially in network marketing? If you're going to be helping somebody, training somebody, teaching somebody, and expect to earn a royalty override off of their efforts, the company's going to pay you for that training, get a royalty override off of what they do. I believe it's important, and it's your obligation to develop up some kind of connection. Find out what their needs are. Find out what their wants are. And I believe that they will appreciate and respect the opportunity and you at a whole nother level. So when you have this connection that you really care, because here's one of the things that I learned. If you care more about your distributors making money than you do off the money you're going to make off your distributors, the money will hunt you down. So that's got to come across in everything you do. If you're prospecting with the mindset that I got to get another person, I got to get another person, I got to get somebody else that I want to get that big doer, I want to get that person I'm going to make money off of, then in my opinion, it's going to be an uphill battle for a long time. If you care more about them, like I said, enter the conversation that's going on in their head. Care about what are their needs, what are their desires. And it may not be money. It may be independence. It may be freedom. It may be flexibility. It may be money. It may be the debt that they want to get out of. Maybe the time, because they're now that all the kids are back to school, or they left the house, they're empty nesters, and they've got too much time on their hand. They're looking for something to keep them busy. This is the connection that I'm talking about, that personal connection. And this having compassion for their situation, their circumstances, their challenges, their struggles, whatever they are, that goes a long way in getting people to want to work with you, getting people to want to trust you, getting people to want to believe in the opportunity, getting people to go that extra mile, to do a little bit more, to achieve the goals that they want to achieve. And as a result, Zig Ziglar had a famous phrase: you help enough people get what they want, and you'll automatically get what you want. So understand, find out, again, their wants and needs, and it's more important than almost anything. And this is why it's one of the 10, I believe, crucial C words that are important to build a successful distributorship and a successful any business. So we've got last week character and credibility that builds trust and rapport. Today we've got connection and compassion that builds the relationship. That builds the relationship that you're going to have. Again, especially in network marketing, these are relationships that could go decades, and that's what you want. You want somebody that belongs with you, or that works with you, that builds their business under your tutelage for decades. So hopefully that helps out. I know it did for me. Next week we got 2 more. I'm excited because they're fitting all together. Do them right in a line here. Put the pieces together. Spread the word. By the way, if you want to share this group with anybody that you have in your downline, your crossline, your upline, your team, anybody, your company, feel free to invite them to the group. There's a tremendous amount of free content on here in the media section of the menu bar inside the group, so it can help anybody at any level. And if you haven't taken advantage of my free coaching session, free strategy session, feel free to reach out to me, and we'll get you a free strategy session to find out where you're at, where you want to go, what capabilities do you need to fill that gap, and I'll be more than happy to help you with the experience that I've had in the industry. All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you next week with 2 more of the famous C words that are crucial, in my opinion, to build a successful distributorship. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.